Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel Voice of Afzal Education and Entertainment. I welcome you to the new video. Actually this video is for businessmen, stakeholders and a person who is doing a business profitably and gradually increase the income. So this is the vertical farming. वर्टिकल फार्मिंग का जो बेसिक प्रिंसिपल और कॉन्सेप्ट है वो हाइड्रोपोनिक और एरोपोनिक टाइप का ही है, बट इसका जो मेन मोटो है वो है मिनिमम यूज ऑफ वाटर. इट्स अबाउट 90% लेस वाटर देन अदर प्रोसेसेस and it will increase the income exponentially. But you need some resources, you need some money to manage the things, to hire the things, and a very good market to sell your product into the market. So let's start with the vertical farming. I will talk initially briefly about the vertical farming, then I will discuss about the current scenario of the vertical farming, how the world moving from other system to the vertical farming due to its profitable business and more number of crops inside the control system and the other things you can see in this video. So if you don't subscribe my channel, so do subscription, so you will receive the notification of the upcoming video in the future. So basically the vertical farming is the practice of producing food on vertical inclined surface instead of farming vegetables and other foods in a single level, such as in the field or a greenhouse. This method produces food in vertically stacked layers commonly integrated into other structures like skyscrapers, shipping containers, or reproduced warehouse, because you need a space. You don't need a soil, you don't need a medium, so you can be manage the lights over there, the nutrient solutions over there, you can make the medium. So mostly the coconut core and like that some medium used for the growth of the roots and the germination process. Later on you just only need the light and the solution that you can move to the surface in the root zone, so the plants fully flourished and complete the cycle, and at the end you receive the product. So the most important thing that we need for the vertical farming is the control environment agriculture technology. So in the modern era uses indoor farming techniques like hydroponic, aeroponic and now the vertical farming. So the artificial control of temperature, light, humidity and gases make producing foods and medicines indoor possible. And you know that the medicinal industry is boosting right now. For that purpose, we should be aware about the medicinal plant promotions. So we need such type of system that where we can produce the medicinal plants very effectively, and at the end the byproduct in the form of the salts and the other compounds that we need necessary for the saving life-saving drugs and the other things that is made from the medicinal plants. So we should be consider this type of industry, control environment. So that's why I told you this video specifically for the businessmen, stakeholders, and investors that can invest these type of businesses, and at the end they will get the maximum profit. So in many ways, vertical farming is similar to the greenhouse where metal reflectors and artificial lighting augment natural sunlight. The primary goal of the vertical farming is maximize crop output in a limited space. So this is the picture that you can see how we manage the crop by vertical stacking. You see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 stacks over there, and different partition is there. So in the minimum area you manage a huge number of seeds in less unit area. So this is the main theme behind the vertical farming, and you see here different light sources, LEDs, and the other things that can we manage the light for the photosynthesis of the crop, because the photosynthesis is the most important part of any crop, because at the end we need the carbohydrates and the sugar content that is converted into the uh, output or the harvested material. So as much as the photosynthesis actively participates, so source and sink relationship should be good. So for that purpose, the light is the most important. Artificial light is most important that can be manage the growth, vegetative growth of many crops. But this and the remaining the only the artificial solutions that we can use. And in this case I also told you that you can use the minimum pesticides or fungicides, and you can say that it is an organic type of system that you have at the end. So I will tell you about how vertical farming works. So the most important, the physical layout. It depends upon you how much you can invest, and check a physical location that can be suited for you. After that, then you get the output, and you can transfer your things to the market for transportation material, and the van or trucks that you can use. So feasibility of the location and physical layout of the location where we can install the system. And the second is the lighting, the LEDs, and how much you can consult with the consultant what type of LEDs and what type of light material that you need. So it is also an important steps are the things we can use inside the vertical system. The number three is the growing medium. Growing medium, mostly in hydroponic, we use different type of growing medium. I already finished my uh, video on growing medium. You can see over there. And number four, the sustainability features. Sustainability features basically is the less fertilizers, less chemicals used, and it is environment friendly and user friendly. It should be. So the most important characteristics of the vertical farming it is. So here is some little goal that I can briefly discuss with you. The primary goal of the vertical farming is producing more fruits per square meter, and to accomplish this goal, the crops are cultivated in stacked layers in a tower-like structure. And the second most important goal, a perfect combination of natural and artificial light is used to maintain the perfect light level in the room. And the technologies such as rotating beds are used to improving lighting efficiency, because if a crop need 8 to 16 hours light, so you can move, because sometimes light is fixed, so you can put your trays on the circular beds, So when 8 hours, 9 hours for the light is finished, you can rotate it and put it at the other place and replace with the new plants and new crops over there where they need the lights. So the third important goal is instead of soil, aeroponic, aquaponic, or hydroponic growing medium are used. Peat moss or coconut husk and similar non-soil medium are very common in vertical farming as a medium for the support of the plant, for the growth of the root, and for the availability of the nutrients that we apply for the completion of the life cycle for a specific plant. So this is an 3D structure you can see here that we need the compulsory important things for a vertical system. So you can see here it is the light source that is the most important, and all the plants cover under the light because every plant the greeny uh, uh, leaves should receive the light, and this light and water mixed up and they make the photosynthesis process, and at the end they make the sugar and carbohydrate and remove the carbon dioxide, and they have the solution chamber inside where we apply the nutrients. So here is the nutrient supply system also there. So upside this is the cloth fabric that we use for the medium to hold the plants that it will be grow very well, and downside we use the coconut core or husk at this place, and you can see here at the end very good growth and congested type of, and you can manage a maximum number of plants in a good way, and at the end you have the more product and as compared to the other systems. So the vertical farming method used various sustainability features to offset the energy cost of the farming. In fact, vertical farming uses 95% less water than other uh, systems. I mean, in the field, in the hydroponic, aeroponic. So the vertical farming, and now the countries, specifically America, China, Russia, they are moving towards the vertical farming system. In the video ahead, I will show you how the pandemic and COVID-19 affect a layman or a common man life, especially if they are related to the agriculture and the other things. So uh, people now say that and asking the question, is it the future of agriculture? I mean the vertical farming. So by 2050, the world population is expected to grow by another 2 billion people, and feeding it will a huge challenge. So due to industrial development and urbanization, we are losing arable lands every day. So scientists say that the Earth has lost a third of its arable lands over the last 48 years. So for that purpose, vertical farming market with the COVID-19 impact analysis by growth mechanism, hydroponics, aeroponics, and aquaponics, structure, building base and shipping container, offering crop type and region global forecast for 2025. It means that they change the mind of the people, scientists, stakeholders, building for the that they move from the ordinary system to the vertical farming. So for the 2025 forecast, so you should be consider these points, and you have enough time to grasp the things, to do the things as early as possible. So another report suggested that the vertical farming market is projected to reach about 7.3 billion US dollar by 2025 from 2.9 billion in 2020. So you can expect the figure here from 2.9 to 7.3 billion, how it will be merged and how we overcome. So you see it is expected to grow as a crop growth rate is 20.2% during the forecast period. Major drivers for the growth of the market are high yield and numerous other benefits associated with vertical farming over conventional farming. And for that purpose, I told you before that the LED that we are using there uh, for the control of the light and technology that we are using inside the warehouse, inside the room, inside the place for the growth of the plant inside for the vertical farming. So year-round crop production irrespective of weather condition and requirements of the minimum resources. So the industry also shift, the electrical industry, specifically the light industry, they are focusing these considerations that might be in the future. Everyone needs the LEDs to control the light and the other things. So by the time, so you can also be consider these points and do the business. So it is the things are the requirements that we need. It gives the pH, the air temperature, the carbon dioxide level, and humidity. So it depends upon the crop and the crop growth rate. So it basically it is an automatic system, indoor farming for vertical farming, and you can manage the things for the specifically uh, to grow the plants inside the vertical system. So this a picture you can imagine for the future what type of resources, what type of structure that you need for the completion of your goals. So thank you very much. Keep loving. Take care. And if you like my video, just comment in the comment box. Thank you very much.